Hello everyone. So, un momento. Hello. Waiting for my lab to build up. Looking for something as well, but waiting for my life to build up. Found my baby. Found her. Yes. Okay. Hello. Hi, everyone. It's nice to see you all joining and concerned. I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Could be better, but I'm okay. Have I surprised you all with my face again? I would not lie. Third live, I would say within the week, and I'm still nervous as hell each and every time. But here we go again. I'm just reading through the lives. I hope y'all are good. How are y'all doing? How was work today? How was life today? Hello everyone. Thank you, Angelina. Hi Sandra. Because Alina, I have on the same shirt because I have a washing machine. I wash clothes. It was funny though because I thought about it. I was like, you. I did think about it, so that's funny. Thank you for pointing it out. Makes me laugh. Wait, I should. Oh, you messed me up about my t-shirt, boy. I'm weak. Okay. So hi everyone. Good night. It's pretty late. I'm pretty tired. Gotten pretty late today. So, hello Toronto. Good night. Nice to see y'all. Yes, gotten pretty late today. So, started live late. That's all. Y'all so kicking on my t-shirt, guys. I'll end the live. I'm gonna change my shirt if y'all want, you know. Thank you, Maurice. Good night. Yes, this is the Gemini mode. Oh gosh, do you know that Geminis, in our horoscope description, one of the words are literally petty. so they're very petty. Oh wow. Thank you. I am sort of holding on. Well, let me get started. It's late and I don't want to be going on too late. People are working in the morning. Tobago, nice, cool. So we have Toronto, we have Tobago, we have Trinidad, we have Texas. That's cool. I should have put on my comments a long time. We would have been healing out. I am June 6th as well. June 6th, 1996. Jamaica here. Nice. Yes, Cassie. I have different, I feel like that's me as well, for sure. I think that's a lot of Geminis I know, and when I spoke to them about the same thing, it's a common thing. So yes, we are like that. Oh well, nerves, like I don't know, I don't know. So nervous. So I'm okay. I'm very straightforward as well. Geminis are straightforward. I cut the small talk, and I'm small talking right now. Miaru, locked on Brooklyn, 24th of May. Right, nice. So I don't know. Like I have a few things. Like two different things to address, but not really address. One is just to share an experience with you all that was just, yeah, I don't know, I can't describe it. And I really thought, you know, today specifically, so many things happened. So many things have been happening. Like this year, especially. No, yeah, this year especially. It's been such a roller coaster. Oof, my hands are shaking, man. It's been such a roller coaster. Belize, I cannot pause, but Belize in the house, Canada. I don't know how to pronounce that, Miss Mary. I don't know. Yes. So, you know, I don't know what to describe it, but I just thought I should share it because it was very, with everything that's been going on, this experience that happened today, you know, sometimes you have to really sit back and self-reflect on situations that's happening in your life and really look at it as, hey, you know, I'm in this place in my life for a reason. And like I always said it, but now more than ever, I believe it. Truly. That, you know, literally, it sounds so mainstream, like everything happens for a reason. But okay, Sandy Grande, okay, nice. But everything happens for a reason, and each place that you end up in life happens for a reason. And basically, most recently, well, I'm gonna start talking about my dad. I didn't mention my dad. This is my real dad. Well, Daniel. It was a little bit teary this evening, for sure. And, you know, before I started to talk about him, as I was saying, this whole year has been just a roller coaster. And I mean, this is life. It's life. Life is like a roller coaster. But there are some things that are avoidable, like, you know, just being on social media and your business being on social media. So it is what it is. I mean, I've been dealing with it for approximately 4 years, I would say, since I've moved out. But the social media thing, I would say about 3 years with the lives and whatnot, extremes. So it's been a roller coaster for sure. So that's the unnecessary stress, the unnecessary roller coaster I need in my life. But it's certainly been challenging and like such a learning, such an eye-opening process. And with everything that's been going on today, you know, I did what I had to do, my commitment, and you could tell that I'm still very nervous because this is such a touchy topic as is, you know, for me. So You know, during the day I'm at my commitment and I'm getting calls, messages about videos and recordings of me and whatnot, and I'm just like, oh, what's new? Like, she did this already, so what's new? And you know, I was just with everything that she's been saying today, and for the past 2 weeks since people try to reach out to help me or make awareness to get people to help me, and she didn't, you know, want that. Basically, it's just been a lot of vile things. I spoke to my brother, and when I say my brother, these are my, when I say I speak to my brother, let's clarify that I mean my brother is on my dad's side. So my real dad, Ansari Muhammad is his name. They got back in the day. So I was talking to, you know, one of my brothers, and they were like, you know, meals are just, I don't know what word could describe this person again. Like, I just can't come up with a word at all. I just can't. So I was just speechless as well, because I can't. It's just crazy. Good night to everyone who's joining. So basically, I never grew up with my real father. My real father is Ansari Muhammad, as you all would know, due to her speaking about him and making a big live about him, and a whole live dedicated to him. Wow. And just, you know, trashing his name like all of us. So he was a cop back in the day. He, as far as I heard, was just a very well-respected police officer. He served our country for 15 years. He started when he was 20, very young. And I think he was, well, yeah, he was around 35, 36. No, I would say, okay, well, I can't say, okay, I don't know for sure how old he was when I was born, so I don't want to say, because I don't want to be wrong. So, but I think he's 10 years older than her. So basically, I never grew up with him. I think the last time I saw him, I was probably like 3 or 4, and it was told that I was kidnapped. I don't know the story with that, but that was around 3 or 4. I'm 24 now. With, I don't know what to call her, but her remarrying, and basically with her remarrying and basically bringing in another father figure. Well, I would say not another, because I never really experienced a father figure before my stepdad, and he was a great one at it. Would not lie, he was a great one at it. Like I said before, you know, coming down to the later years, with living with this personality, this violent personality for years, you adapt the traits. And I'm not picking up for him, but it is what it is. And so he was a good one at it. Wait. Yes. So she was a good one at it. You know, always, he was the one that always came and told me bedtime stories, and every single night read bedtime stories to me, showed me how to ride a bike, taught me how to drive. literally sat down with me and taught me all my schoolwork. He is the reason why I'm so well educated. He is the reason why, my stepdad. Um, because he is the one that, dedicated his time to teach me, to help me with schoolwork, to do my projects, do my entire projects. Um, yes, definitely. So, upon coming back to Trinidad, I flew back to Trinidad. I believe it was the 28th of December 2016. So, I had all this time leading up to my real dad, I'm sorry. So, throughout all this time, I never thought to go see him because I always felt like I was betraying my stepdad. Always felt it. And I was also afraid of him. And because of stories I was told about him by her. And last year was 2019, was the first year I saw him after so long, after let's say 3 or 4. I can't decipher 3 or 4. And basically saw him for the first time, and I didn't know him. I walked in a room and he recognized me off the bat. I didn't even know him. I was just like looking at all the men in the room, and I was, older men, and I was just like, in my head, I'm like, oh my God. Let me but then, I had my gut feeling told me it was him. So he was like, you are my daughter. And he said, come sit down next to me. And basically I sat down next to him. He started to talk to me and just talk to me and find out small things about me. It was a funeral, so basically it wasn't any place to really talk too long, but I was happy to see him. So that was the first time I saw him. And wow, I just paused there because I'm seeing, wow, look at how much people just being. I just find was really the point of me coming up here and talking like this when you all just talking like that in the comments. Like, really, if y'all want to do that, go in her. That's her bacchanal. That's her scene, not my scene. If y'all didn't catch that yet. So everything that's going on in the comments, lock off that. Because, oh gosh, calm yourselves. So, as I was telling my story, no, but I got a notification from my admin. But admin, I love our admin, but I just really had to, put it out there because I'm just like, come on. So, as I was saying, what was I saying? Right, so saw him. I still felt so very guilty. I didn't even go back to see him. He said, he wants to see me and whatever. I didn't even go back to see him. Plus, I was working. So once I working, I just didn't really have a life. But that was last year. So a year flash forward. And basically we're here. We're in this situation now where I have time. It's a pandemic, and so within past couple, I would say within some time, I started to see him. He's not ill like I'm sorry, he's ill like I mentioned. So I would not disclose what he's ill with, but basically I started to see him again. And I was not really, again, with the whatever she told me about him, I was not really into being alone with him or anything like that. And it bothered me, yes. I was like, Amelia, now more than ever, you have this opportunity to see and know your father, and you're not doing it. And basically, I was still going in with my brother. So much blessings he going to receive. The same brother that she posted about, showed his profile, all of those sorts of things that she does. And I go in with him when he's going to take care of him, and I sit down, but I've never went in alone. I always, when I come in, I always like, see him. And today I came in by the window, and I'm trying to tell this story so I wouldn't really disclose his illness. So I came in by the window, and he came up to the window, and basically, how to even, like, at a point, like, I don't care if I sell out what he's ill with or what he's been suffering with, but then at the other end of the spectrum, she would just use this. She would not stop. She is relentless. So, volume, okay, let me speak louder. So basically, I said, hi dad, it's me, Amelia. He said, hi. He was just like, hi. And he likes to say my full name, Amelia, Aisha, and Sarah Mohammed. And I put my hand through the window because I didn't want to come inside because I was so scared. Put my hand through the window, and I held his hand, and immediately I started to cry. I just started to cry. And he was like, what happened, child? Now, I never really had like a one-on-one conversation with him like that. Remember, I always go up with my eldest brother, and he was just like, I'm happy. What? I got distracted. So I started to cry, and he was like, what happened, child? And well, who do you what happened? And with all this stress that's literally been happening today, especially today, with people constantly messaging me these nasty things, on top of that, these illegal voice recordings posted, and I just started to cry because I was overwhelmed. Like, I feel like I was overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed because aside from literally dealing with the problems of COVID, and dealing with this social media thing with her, and I will address her as her because I will explain that later. Dealing with this social media thing, and then having to fight up in this world on my own. I now, started to get to know my family on my dad's side, the Mohammeds, and they're so nice. so nice. And he said, what are you doing outside? Come inside, come inside. Because he was asking me, what happened? Why are you crying? And I said, nothing, Dad. I didn't want to say anything. I said, nothing, Dad. And usually I don't call him Dad. I always felt like I was betraying my stepfather by calling him Dad. Because I always call my stepfather Daddy. And I'm only calling my stepfather like my stepdad because in this instance to clarify for you all properly. But other than that, I always call my stepfather Daddy. So I said, nothing, Dad. I just miss you. That's all. He said, come inside, come inside. Why outside? And I couldn't. I didn't stop crying. To be honest, I did not stop crying. And I just couldn't. And I tried so hard, and I'm a person, I don't get emotional to like in front of people I don't know, or like I just don't get emotional like that. I try not to. And but I was with him alone and went inside alone, and I didn't feel scared. From the time he said, he was so concerned. Remember, this man has never done anything wrong to me. And basically went inside. He was just walking around. He said, sit down, because I was just standing and, just, I don't know what to say. And I was like, he started to say my name. He says my name a lot. And basically, I asked him if he ate, whatever. If he wanted Coke, he likes Coke to drink. He likes sweet stuff. I gave him a cup of Coke, and I took him to bed. And when he laid down, I couldn't stop crying. I just kneeled down by his bed, and I just held his hands, and I just started to pray. I started to literally rebuke everything that Asha, all her words that she threw on him. And I just started to pray. That's all. And I was just crying and praying, just talking to Jesus. And this was the first time I actually, again, was alone with him and was doing that. Told him good night, and I'll see you, and left. And I sat down, and I was thinking, I was crying a lot, and I was thinking, I hate that, I missed all these years. It's probably about 20 years I did not ever know my father, ever. And he tried to contact me, I would say for the most twice. He would send me birthday cards. He would drop it off in school. And because of the bad things that Asha said about him, I used to rip it up. And I used to rip it up. And sometimes never even read it. But every year for my birthday, he would send me a card, drop it off in school by the security guard. But the security would give it to the principal. And basically, I read it for a few years, and I started to rip it up. And he tried to contact me when I was 14, and I was by one of my friend, and I remember this. I was in her bathroom, using her bathroom, and he called on my phone, and he was like, "This is your father. This is your dad. How are you going?" And I was like, I think I hung up. That time. And then I think, if not, I'm not mistaken, not too long after, he called back, and he wanted to talk to me again, and my literal words was, "Leave me alone, you psycho." And and that was the second call, and that was it until last year. And from what I've heard, he's never forgotten that I called him a psycho. And it was all due to I pushed hope. I pushed away him due to what I was told about him. But basically, that's had me thinking about the years that I've lost. But I'm grateful, even though I can't change certain situations right now, especially with what he's going through. I am grateful to be in this position, to be here, and seeing him and using this opportunity to get to know him. And he's such a wonderful person, even with all my tears and everything. I said, I'm trying to joke it off and cheer up myself as well to stop crying. I said, you're still real handsome. He say, "Me handsome? I not handsome. I foot some." I said, "Oh my God." I believe that's where I got my humor from, for sure. For sure. So it also had me thinking as well about the situation with her. And I was just like, what if she was in his position? Amelia, how would you feel? Self-reflecting time. Like, how would you feel, Amelia? And true, Miss Huggins, very true. I will try not to. So I was like, how would you feel, Amelia, if she was in this position? If your mother was in this position? And would you, I started to question myself, would you feel sorry for her? Would you be this emotional for her? Like how you are for him? And I just didn't know the answer. I couldn't answer that. I couldn't. Because this man has done nothing wrong to me, specifically. She has her story. Everyone has their story. This is not denying what she's been through. I've never said, he was wrong or she was wrong. I never said that. But this is my story at the end of the day. So basically, I just couldn't answer. But I'm grateful, like I said, for the stage I am at right now. She can say whatever. She could say that I'm hungry, starving, or homeless. I am unbothered because here it is. The real world is happening. Reality is happening. My father. I'm now meeting my father and getting to know my father. And I really need to stop distracting myself reading the comments. I'm seeing from it. You definitely took your father's peaceful ways, because with all being said, you speak so calm. Never one day used obscene. Oh damn, I can't see more, unfortunately. Oh wait, yeah. Oh, that's all. Do you know my dad, by the way? For the person who I read the comment, that comment. So, all as being said, I'm grateful for it made me really, really, really today, really and truly be grateful for where I am today, to have the opportunity, to have the time to go see him, you know, to, even when I had my previous relationship, my ex-boyfriend, his mom, you know, auntie always encouraged me. She said, Amelia, go see your father. Go see your father because you will regret it. But I'm doing it now, so that's, you know, a good thing. It's a great thing. And never in my life I thought I would have been, you know, alone with him. And it was life changing. It was humbling. It was everything. It felt like everything. It felt safe. It felt safe. And I'm so grateful for my brothers and my sister. I'm so grateful for my cousins, and these are the new family I'm getting to know on my dad's side. I'm so grateful for them. They are so, I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying to hold it up so you're seeing me here. So they're so loving. It's so different, guys. It's so different. It's so different. They're funny. All of us are funny. We are hella good looking. We all agree on that. Daddy Muhammad blood good looking, right? And you know, they're so kind, and it's so weird. It is so weird to be around my own blood and have them be so kind, like no issues, so caring. Like sometimes my brother would message me, ask me, you reach home? And I would be like, you know, forgetting. He would always message me that. But then, you know, one day I told him, I said, you know, sorry, I'm not used to checking in with people and things. So I'm sorry if I don't message and say, you know, I reach home. So they care, like those little things. And, you know, one of my brother, he specifically says when he's gonna hang up the phone, I love you. And that is so, it was, initially I was like, oof, that's weird, because I never had that. And now I have that. I get that. It's a shock to me, but I hear I love you before the phone hangs up. And it's safe. It feels comfortable. It feels like home. You know, they feel like home. And I really just want Asha to stop speaking about my siblings. You know, this is the same way how she's saying people are speaking about my other siblings. And she probably is gonna say, and people are gonna say, why she didn't come up on a live. Well, her minions are gonna say why she didn't come up on a live and defend her younger siblings. I'm defending my siblings here now, the Muhammads, because you intertwined them in this situation with you and I, which should not even be happening on social media. I feel solely responsible for literally what you've been saying about my siblings, how you've been posting their social media profiles, what you've been saying about my sister Abby. And you know, the thing is, I always say lies because my sister is 28 years old. Let's do some math here. Let's do some math. Let's do some math. We'll talk about the recording soon. My sister is 28 years old. Her daughter is 9 years old. Asha came up on a live and said that my sister has been taking man, this, that, and the other since she was 16 or whatever age, and she had a kid when she was 16. That alone is a lie, because if my sister is 28 and her daughter, my niece, is 9 years old, my niece, this is my blood. At the end of the day, you coming up and defending your blood, I'm coming up and defending my blood. And you ask, where were they before? They were not around because you were keeping me away from them. You kept me away from my entire family on my dad's side. I have so if my sister is 28 and my niece is 9 years old, that means my sister had her kid when she was 19, not 16. If you so-called said, now you remove this video, you so-called said that you were Ansari's second wife and that my sister was the creation of, she didn't say it in this way, but my sister was the creation of basically my father cheating. Oof. Why did that flip? So basically my father cheating on my phone. Unruly Queens, I did address that. So where was I? So you said my father cheated on you with my sister's mom. My sister is 28, my half-sister, and my half-brother, which is your eldest son, I would not like to call his name just due to still having some sort of protection for, you know, my family as well, even though all of this. He's 28, both of them are 28. I have a half-brother on my mom's side and a half-sister on my dad's side that are both 28. So if he was cheating on you with Abby's mom, then what were you doing as well? Probably cheating too, because he's 28. My half-brother is 28 on my dad's side. No, I'm sorry, on my mom's side. So, I mean, something's going on there. Every single lie you told, like every single thing, like honestly, if she says the sky is blue, I had to come out and watch our sky for myself. I really had to do that because I can't believe it. So, said things about my sister's mom, my brothers, showing my brothers' profiles. For what reason? You are so bothered that I still have a family, even though I'm now accepting that in my life after living in Trinidad for so many years. And the reason why I isolated myself is because that I got like huge trust issues due to her, clearly, because I was manipulated, recorded, all these things. I just wanted to be by myself. And I mean, now, thankfully, I broke out of that shell, and I'm getting to know my family on the other side. But why are you speaking about them? Why are you posting their profiles? I feel so bad. I say, way boy. I literally tell them, I said, y'all, I sorry, I feel like I now come in y'all's life and I bring my baggage with me. I bring the bacchanal. Because she's like posting, these are my brothers who are now starting off their lives, their family lives and stuff. Why are you doing that? What sense is that making? I don't understand. Why are you doing that? Where's the logic in that? You are just hurting people. That, I think it was whatever morning you were making that live. I think you were in a white t-shirt. I don't even know what morning it is. And that morning when you cursed out my sister and showed their profiles and whatnot. The morning you were getting on ridiculously crazy and you were basically, you call it venting. Venting, that behavior is disastrous. That behavior is so disastrous. It's toxic, it's unhealthy. You are venting, but in the process, hurting people's feelings. Why do you have to say unnecessary things? Like, to my sister on our live, like, her mother didn't even want her. Her mother, that's why her mother left her here and went across in the States to live. At least you took your child. What kind of thing is that to tell someone? What kind of thing is to tell someone they haven't sex since they were 15 or whatever? And why is that your business? This is the mentality. And Rena Prasad, that's where you're coming out of timing. That is real out of timing, and you'll get blocked. Don't be saying that. One time. Real out of timing. Real out of timing. You see that? Again, I talking about the same thing the he say, she say, and Rena come up with that comment. The he say, the she say. And especially do not mention. I'm speaking about my siblings, even though I'm defending my siblings on my father's side. Don't think you could come and mention anything remotely close to bad, considered bad, about my siblings on my mom's side, please. Right. So I was just reading. Oh Lord. Forget the negative comments. Yes, I just blocked them. Where exactly was I? Oh gosh. I forget. Somebody comment and remind me. Right. I need an admin. I don't have an admin. How can I don't have an admin. This is my personal page too. Nobody wants to remind me what I was talking about. I'll remind myself. So, talking about my siblings, and what purpose are you, what are you trying to get to saying those mean things? Why and what? And then not even mean things, lies, because you lied about her age, everything. And so what? I do, Teddy. And so what if she lived whatever kind of life? People are hopping up in my inbox saying, like what I posted, that I'm a whore, I use drugs. I mean, my cousin joked today about it, and he said, well, Amelia, I can't remember the exact words, but in a nutshell, like, in other words, he was just saying, Amelia, you're 24 years old. If you wasn't doing drugs or having sex, I would think or experimenting with drugs, and or you know, having sex or whatever, then I would think that's something wrong. Because have y'all been out there? Like, have y'all really been out there? To know, okay, this is such minor things. It's a my. Do you know how many people? Do you know how many kids? Do you know how many people smoke marijuana in Trinidad and Tobago? Do you know? Besides Trinidad and Tobago, do you know how many people smoke marijuana in the entire world? You know, and then you want to hop up and say, I'm a druggie and I looking like a druggie. I look freaking stressed from you, probably, from all these dumb messages. I go, gosh, give my battery capacity a break. I will start to charge y'all because y'all running my battery capacity on 94%. Give it a break, please, because all this bacchanal, I just can't. It's just too much. There's a real world out there, real things happening out there, real people suffering, real people are sick. So these people, again, I need to stop looking at the comments. I mean, let's stop looking at the comments. So do you know any people besides, do you know at one point in time in the world marijuana was illegal in literally, I would say, if not all, majority parts of the world? And then if you go on the internet, you would see the timeline and when each and every country legalized it in different years. And then you're seeing now how each and every country or state is, sorry, did I say legalizing? No. If you look before, let me repeat myself, if you look before, you would see how each and every country was making it legal every year. And anyways so I think King Solomon and thing was this so Emperor Selassie, anyways, so, and then you would see in the coming years, well, not the coming years, the years that passed, you would see it's legalized again in different countries. So whilst people is saying I on drugs and this and that, maybe y'all need to be on drugs too, if I on drugs, because look how y'all getting on. Look at y'all's logic. You are literally, you minions hi minions, I'm speaking to you now. Hello, paying attention, listen to me, minions. You are being manipulated, minions. Okay, you are just minions to Asha. You will always just be minions to Asha, and that is all. The day you disagree with one thing she says, bye bye minions, hello enemy to Asha. And that's how it works. That's how the cookie crumbles in her world, man. Anyways, so we were talking about yeah, so maybe you all need to do that. I'm not saying no to drugs, kids. Right? I'm not encouraging anybody to do drugs, but sarcastically, maybe you'll need to do that. Because why is it that this is being said? And then let's touch on the recording. The most exciting part, I would say. Not even exciting, that's just me exaggerating. right. Oh, I had to wrap up because I'm sleepy. I'm real sleepy, right? So wrapping up. Because I think it's been an hour. Yeah, it's been an hour live. So minions, you're just minions, right? Full stop. Where was I? Oh gosh, I forget. Yeah, I forget. You know why I forget? Because I have weed for brains. Oh gosh, Olia. Apparently, my brain is fried out. Yeah, I always save my life, so for sure. So, um, yeah. So, basically, what is the point of coming in my inbox and telling me all these nasty things? What is the point of coming and commenting? Do you think or something? Do you know what you're doing to a victim of abuse when you are denying her reality and when you are enabling the abuser? And the abuser was once denying her reality, and then y'all are ganging up and denying her reality as well, not because y'all were there, because y'all have your slave master, and whatever she says, it's correct and it's true. So, slave master, that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use that, man. Slave master. So, good night, everyone who's now joining in. Yeah, I need to get rest. So, let's wrap it up. So, in a nutshell, it was said that I want to tell you all about the recording. So, in 2017, like I said, when I now came back to Trinidad, I was very much manipulated. I said this many times before, very much manipulated. She told me she wanted to build a relationship with me. This is why at this point, 2020, 3 years after, I'm like, I don't even call her mom, because that is done and over with. I opened up my heart to her a long time ago. She likes to say, turn it around and play victim now, but this story has ended for me. She has been the one that's been carrying it along. I've been living my life, working. How many times can y'all say that y'all have seen me on a live more than 10 times within the past 4 years? I'm giving you a wide range within the past 4 years. So the only time that I come up here is to defend myself, and tonight, defend my blood and defend the Muhammad family, my family. So I did. She started to ask me questions over the phone. Weird questions, but I still answered because I wanted to try. I swear to God, I really wanted to try, and I was trying. But she was making it difficult. And she would ask me, so Amelia, who was the first person you had sex with? And when was that? And these weird questions like, what? And how many people you had sex with? And these things. So I'm like answering them. I'm answering. But one day I'm talking, and I can't really remember what I was talking about. And one day I was talking, and with an iPhone, the voice memos, it makes a ding or something like that sound when you start recording or you stop recording, something like that. So one day I'm talking, and I'm on work, and I'm talking to her, and if two things. One thing, if we were talking, it would always be about trying to get information on me, and I was fresh out her home, so I was real naive then. I was a baby. I'm still a baby, but I was a baby then. So I don't know, still people are like this. I was always in a controlled environment there, but now I'm out, and she's ready to. So basically started to answer the questions, and then one day I'm like, I'm here the voice memos, and I said, "Mommy, are you recording me?" And I can't remember her exact words, but she said, like, basically in my translation, she said that, "No, Amelia, how I could be doing that? No, I'm not doing that." And I think I said, "Mommy, I'm not stupid," or something like that. So, first of all, it is illegal to record someone without letting them know. Hence the reason why when you call, for example, B Mobile Digital, and they say at the beginning, this call is recorded for monitoring purposes or something like that, it is your legal right to be notified when you're being recorded. People have to say, "Okay, I'm going to record this conversation. I hope you don't mind it. Do you mind?" And get your permission. No one is supposed to record you like that. So even in a court of law, how you get that? You are setting up yourself. You are your own worst enemy. Do you know that? You need to sit down, maybe roll up a spliff, and smoke and self-reflect. Really and truly. You know, I always try to come up. I always try my best to come up here and speak the truth. And when I say try my best, sometimes when I don't try my, well, no, sometimes I try my best not to give out everything, because I'm a very, like, I try to be private with certain things, and I try to protect certain things. So I would not come out there and say, "Hey, whatever," but I'm a straightforward person. So I would tell you whatever. I would always speak the truth, but I have to also, like any other human, protect certain things and protect certain people. So basically that was that recording, and I hope you all saw that, you know, someone spoke about it. They said that basically she showed her true colors, that, you know, I didn't even listen to it today. Again, I was at my commitment, but I did get a lot of calls, and she gave away herself today, really and truly, by the mere fact that she was recording me. She literally wanted to use that to sink me in court. She literally was piling evidence, and I wouldn't doubt it, because many of her close friends, that was, no, her former close friends, told me afterwards, "Listen, you know, your mom and I fall out because basically she asked me to write a letter to the DA, stating that you are a terrible child and you did this and you did that." And I told her no, because I never witnessed you doing that, and that's why she fell out with them, and that was it. But that was, again, people sticking up for me. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Why are you so hell-bent on getting me in trouble? And then on top of that, when I did speak, remember, early on in the year, I think, or before, in my life before, I spoke about how she bribed me to write the letter to the DA to drop the case. And she typed out something, or something was typed out. I think she told my half brother to type it out, and I was going through it, and I was like, "Hold up, this is literally saying that I lied about everything, and that I was confused." It was mind you, I'm reading something that they wrote for me to submit, and in a nutshell, it said that I lied about the situation, I lied on her, and that I was confused, and I'm in a new country, and I'm kind of going through a transition, and I don't have my friends, so I'm kind of lashing out. That's what was on the thing. And I said, "No, hell no, I changed that. I just changed it to I really want to put this in my past and move on with building a relationship with her and working on that. That's what I changed it to. I did submit it, but I changed it to that because I am thinking, if I say I lied about this, I would get myself in trouble. I would go to jail. If I lied and signed a paper with me saying that I lied about what happened, I would get myself in trouble, and that was her intention. And when that didn't work, she started to record me. She had intentions from a long time. So, so also I think she also played a voice recording of me crying and, "Mommy, I'm so sad and I'm so depressed." And I think I said I wanted to come back home. That's because I had literally now moved out on my own, living on my own. When I moved out in Texas, I was staying with a family. When I moved to Trinidad, I was staying by myself. My first month here was crazy. I was crying. I was like, I was crying because guess what? The apartment was silent. I was crying because of that. I was like, I don't understand this feeling, and I was frantic. I was just, so I got used to it, eventually. I would say, no, I don't think I got used to it, but like, of my very down times where things weren't going too right, because I'm now getting into the act of being on my own and learning that, there's ups and downs, and, God always prevail. Basically, oh God, I got distracted by only why I get distracted. Why I get distracted by right. Yeah. So where it's right. So she started to do the recordings, whatever. And in those times, she was just so nice to me, like real loving and sound like such a caring mom. I literally thought she was changing, but the only time she would call me is to find out that, like, talk about my business, ask me questions, or basically, wait. Oh, hi, Nissy Chloe Charles. You hopped in my inbox the first, before I made my first live within the 2 weeks, pretending that you don't know what's happening, saying that you're not in anyone's business yet. You were sharing most of my, I've actually supposed to mention, Nissy Chloe Charles. Yes, because she was the first one to actually message me and tell me about Amelia, Miss Amelia. I don't know if you know, but people are posting that you're begging and whatever. And I told her, yes, I know. And she sent one set of videos and whatever, Nissy Chloe Charles, and she I said, well, they aren't lying. I kept it short. They aren't lying. And something she said about, Miss, I don't know what's going on, and I don't want to be in this business, or I don't know about your business or whatever, and tra-la-la-la-la. I don't really pay attention to the rest. But she played like she didn't know what's going on, and she was very well full in the bacchanal. It have this group called the Worst MC, DUH Worst MC, that they have. And yeah, that's when Nissy Chloe Charles is posting me up. You're big. I don't know, you're looking like a big woman, Nissy Chloe Charles. You're looking like a big woman. I'm a 24-year-old girl. What do you have with me? Why were you posting me up? I want to see a comment, and all you likes bacchanal. All you not easy. But nah, there's not bacchanal. Nissy, like, at this point, before this point, I was real silent with everybody who has been attacking me, all her minions, but specifically Nissy. You look like a big woman. Why are you on me? Why are you reposting these things about me and on your secret groups you all have, and then you're under my comments chatting up, saying whatever you said. I don't even know what it is, but then you were in my inbox like a week ago, basically saying what? That you didn't want to be in anyone's business. Nissy, you're a big woman. Step out my life. Step out from screenshotting. Step out my inbox. You are a big woman. So, anyways, yeah, we should block Nissy, but after, because if she comments again, we'll block her because I can't scroll up to block her. So, I don't know, where was I? In a nutshell, oh God, look at the time, time to end life. So basically, yeah, she was just real manipulating me. Real manipulating me. No, I don't have an admin. Like, when I say admin, it's just like a friend messaging me, guys, and I see the notification on top. I don't have an admin controlling my page. I'm not so big like Asha. I'm not big in the dance. With a mother like her, I will smoke drugs too. Damn. Yeah, damn straight, man. Damn straight. Hey. Gosh, y'all have me laughing. Thank you guys. Yo, we funny. We kicking tonight, boy. See this up here. You all like the bacchanal. Oh gosh, but we are Trini. One thing though, oh gosh, any Trini that say they do like bacchanal, they lie. The lies. The lies, I can't handle. The group name is The Worst MC, so DUH Worst MC. Any question? Let's do a little question, a little 5-minute question. Talk the things, girl. What is the things? I didn't come up here to bust files. I didn't come up here to bust files because I'm not for that. And I have shown you all that I'm not for that. I could come up here and say the world of things, but that will just make me her. I am not her. I am not her. I'm not gonna say this, that, and the other. I'm not her. I would come up and say I grew up in a very toxic environment. Half these scars on my body is due to her. You know, so I could tell you how I got my scar. I could tell you lots of things. Where again, boy? Here. Thank you, Afia. Vince, yes. Yeah, and the foul ends. It is, you see any time. One of my friends said, was telling me foul is only crew in the morning time. I was like, no, like in the morning time, like when sunrise. I'm like, no, foul is crew 24/7. That I've lived amongst a lot of fouls within the past year to know fouls. Yeah, I consider going back to US honestly. With the opportunity I got most recently, I think I really wanna, commit to that and try something. I'm a trier for sure. Are you reopening the case? So, good question. So now that I have, okay, well, let me address what Nissy said though. She said, Nissy probably still watching, but she stopped commenting. So Nissy, to your question with, wasn't the recording that I recorded her cursing me, wasn't it illegal? No, it wasn't. It was not considered illegal since I was recording her without her knowing, because of the fact that she was abusing me. And that's what you call, yes, she was abusing me. So that was not considered illegal. However, in the recording, I was not saying anything wrong. I was literally opening up to my so-called mother, thinking she's going to be there for me. So no, she was literally coaxing me into saying and answering certain things. So I know you probably wouldn't understand that, Nissy, because I don't think you had that. Oh, Lord Jesus, Amelia, don't be petty tonight. So that was that. So when I reopen the case, right? So because her recording me is illegal, and because she reposted it on social media today and a couple of years ago, we have it recorded from when she did a couple of years ago, and we have it recorded today. I would have all these things to produce to the court. Like I said, she's her own enemy, right? So, and I never even pull up Nissy profile, honestly. I never pull up her profile, and I just never really took her one, but I should pull up her profile and see what Nissy looks like. So, like I said, Asha is her own enemy because she's literally coming up and cussing me stink. Don't you know anything that you put on the internet stays on the internet forever? So that's why I don't like to come up here, But if it have to be done and I have to defend myself and my truth and my family, I will. How I get those scars? Ask Asha. You know why I say ask Asha? Because she apparently knows a lot about me, a lot of things I don't know about me as well, so. But I don't mean to brush off your thing. I'm not trying to be mean. If I came across mean, I didn't mean to. That was just throwing shade for her. But this car, you know what I just remembered? So this car, I fell forward. I was rocking back and forth, and I fell forward, and I bust my forehead. This is from her. I spoke about this, the backhand with her ring cutting me for some pettiness. This was me defending her. It was the night before my math CSEC exam. And it was in a nutshell because I'm not like you, mommy. I'm not going to say what happened that night. But in a nutshell, I was defending you. And then when I made a 3 in maths, you cussed me and you got on, and you was like, what the hell is this? But then in my head at that point, and I'm gonna ask you this now, don't you remember what happened the night before my math CSEC exam? We both came home 5:30 in the morning from the hospital after I came out to defend you. And then I had to get up 9 in the morning. Not even 9, maths exam was at 9. I came late. I almost missed the half an hour mark. Time for bed for sure. So if I'm coming back to Texas, I have to wait till the borders open. Then I don't want to put a lot of information out there what I'm going to do. I make my movements on the low. But basically, if I am to, it will be when the borders reopen, and that's what it is, right? Because it needs to stop. I gave it a few. I say, all right, she was simmer down, but she ain't simmering down at all. She's getting worse. Swear, she's getting worse. Swear that ego getting bigger. Wow, you also want to know the story about this scar because I don't want to talk about the big scar, yeah? I not in the mood to be. You see, after seeing my dad tonight, I was just like, I really hope at some point, at this point in my time, like in my life, I really feel like I don't want to have anything to do with her. I don't want my children to meet her. I don't want, like, I even knowing my husband, my children, nothing. Because you never know when she will post them up, you know. I want to have a private life. I don't want to be living this public life she's living. So I want to live differently. So that's one of the main reasons I would keep them away. The other main reason is that she has not showed any progress of letting go of these toxic behavior. So that it is what it is. But I will keep praying. I will keep praying for her like I pray for my dad every single day. Because just like how he's ill, she's ill. And she's just ill in a different way. And to be honest, mommy, yeah, I'm calling you mommy. To be honest, mommy, your family, your blood, I am your blood. You could say I am your blood. Your sister, your whoever else, your brother, your sister, whoever, your friend, whatever. Well, not friend is not blood, but whoever. Those are not your I wouldn't consider that your immediate blood. I grew up in your home, you raised me. So I'm telling you, these people that are encouraging you to say all these things or encouraging you in this behavior, in this mad thinking, they are not for you. Just like how you used to tell me, friends will take you and not bring you back. You are getting carried away too. I am your blood and I'm telling you. Because so far I've been setting the facts straight and setting it straight. I'm your blood and I'm telling you, you need help. And when you have decided to come off social media, whether it is giving it a little time, the borders might stay closed for a little while. We'll see how the behavior continues. But this is just me saying, when you self-reflect and really think about, wait, when I get older, this is what you have to think about. When I get older, I would want to see my daughter. I would want to be good with my daughter. I want to have a family again. When I was sitting down with my elder brother and my dad a couple of days ago, I was sitting down on my dad's bed and he was just walking around, and my brother and I are talking, and we kind of was talking on our own. And my dad, my dad said, I like it. Family time. I like it. Family time. You want to have that when you get older. You want to have that sort of family time. But that doesn't mean that I have to bow down to you because you are right. No one person is always right. Just because I'm the child doesn't mean that I am not. But I open the next one. You see, and people saying, those spare you again. Those spare you again. And even when you message me, this week she messaged me. She responded to my message to stop doing what I'm doing, and she did. If she had she said in the message, if she had saw my message or whatever, she would have contacted me. And she said, if I really wanted to contact her, I would have gone up and done a live and say, Mommy, I want to talk to you. Why do I have to come up publicly on a live? Do I look like I come up on a live every single day? No. So why am I coming up on a live to contact you, to say I'm trying to reach you? That's the only way to contact you. You have all these people in your inbox sending you bacchanal all over, and you didn't see my message most of all. Come on, man. She lies so much, it's unbelievable. So you know what? I'll take it back. Like just even thinking about the lies is make me change my mind, guys. It's make me change my mind to like spare her again. It's a disappointment. So family time, right? Family time is important. And wait, I forgot what I was saying to her now. Yep, that's correct. She still doesn't know what's family time because she is always on a live. Always on a live. Well, Teddy Mark, you said her and I need a real counselor. The thing is, we have reached this point of communicating over social media because of the fact, not even communicating because I don't look at her lives. People tell me, and I'm like, listen, I even have to tell one of my friends today, listen, to be honest, I really don't want to see her. I don't think this is funny because it had a video with her kicking some green doll or whatever. And it's not gonna be funny to me because that's literally how she used to kick me or worse on the ground. So that's just gonna be triggering for me. It's not funny. It's just showing her behavior and that she's capable of violence. I think she wants to speak to me. I thought about a lot of things. I thought about what if she feels like she's in too deep, so it's too late to even go back now, and because of pride she's not going back. Pride, people's ego, gets them in situations, very deep situations, unfortunately. Right, someone is saying, yes, she did. She said today she ignored the call and she said she missed it. Wow. You see, I don't even need to. I know this woman. I know her, guys. I'm gonna tell her something. I know her. When I tell you I know her, I know her. I'm coming up here and telling y'all, being my true authentic self, I know her. So I'm telling y'all, right? So deep down I really think she wants to change, but the first step in changing is coming off social media. You do not need these minions. You do not need these minions. You need your family, because when you're gonna start to lose your family one way or the other, God forbid, you're going to want that family time that my father is appreciating now. You're gonna want it. Life humbles you in so many different ways, and you would say, yeah, you've been through it and whatever. Nobody stops going through things and experiences in their life. No one. It's a continuous life lesson. So you can't say, I've been through it and I experienced it as a big woman. No. Your age does not define your maturity. Your age does not define the experiences the things that you have experienced and learned, just by the way. And for those who are saying that's your mother and this and that, no. We are in the year 2020. Let's cut out that kind of mentality. That's your mother. Could you send me the link, please, to one of our admins? So, oh gosh, I don't even have the link. So basically, guys, with everything that's being said, I don't know, maybe I think I cut off my whatever I was saying, but it's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna go now. But I just want to tell you all, thank you so much for your prayers, and I'm sorry that I do not respond to majority of y'all. It's a lot. It's overwhelming. It's really overwhelming. Thank you. Yeah, it's really overwhelming, and it's a lot. But I see it. Sometimes I don't see it, but because every time I make a live, it's literally by the thousands of messages. People praying for me, people messaging me, wishing me well, and then the few little minions up in my inbox. But it is what it is. So So I just want to tell you all thank you very much for your concern. I have mothers in my inbox sometimes messaging me, did you eat, did you have your hot cup of tea this morning, did you this, did you that? So that's just so nice. Thank you guys so much. And like I said, throughout the years I have made a lot of I have formed a lot of relationships with women who are like mothers to me now, really really close and caring and always checks up on me. I'm not used to it still. Like, I'm like, when I feel like clustered, I'm like, I put on my defense mechanism, but it is what it is. I'm learning to accept the love that I'm receiving, because it's weird to me, it is, but I'm learning. And um yeah, and to whoever is saying that they're afraid, lastly, to whoever not lastly but whoever is saying that they're afraid to donate on the GoFundMe because her showing everyone who's donated on the GoFundMe, just please know that you can't. Well, it's public record who donates. I want to thank each and everyone who donated so far. It is public record, but basically, you can't donate anonymously. It has an option, and you could still leave a message, but it has an option to donate anonymously in case you're afraid, because a lot of people, some females message me and they were just like, they don't want her knowing, they don't want her in calling them up or showing their profiles and whatever. So just know that I hope you all have a good night. And I think it's probably morning now. Not more than ever. She would say I was sleeping and I only get like hearing messages and whatever, and she lied, because she wasn't sleeping. Lastly, she lied. She was not sleeping. She messaged my brother that night when I made the live this week. She messaged my brother 11:48 p.m. cursing him out and telling him saying things about me. So she was up and watching my live. Just so you know, I know. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. The GoFundMe link is pinned. I hope you have a good night. Good work in the morning tomorrow. I am really not gonna come on a live anytime soon to address anything, because I'm giving too much of my energy to this, and it is draining, like I've mentioned before. And I have reality going on. I have a real life going on. If it is that eventually I have to come back off of Facebook, I will. But as of now, in conclusion, I have my reality to live, my real life to live, my family to be around, my family relationships to build, and I don't have any time for this nonsense. Stop bothering me. Stop speaking about me. Just let go until you are ready to come off social media and actually make a change. Change yourself, please. So everyone, have a good night. I really appreciate your support, your constant support, your words of encouragement, your prayers, your donations, your checkups, every single thing. Thank you guys so much. And hopefully this is the last live, because I don't want to come on again. Only I'm tired. I'm tired. Right? So have a good night. Love you guys. Thank you so much. In the morning. Yes.